Now, I wonder why all the teams are saying that India is such a wonderful place to launch Illy in. Now, personally, I'm thinking, and you might be too, like, why is India the 6th largest producer and exporter of coffee in the world, and yet it barely has any coffee shops? I mean, between 2002 and 2011, the coffee shops went from 200 to 1,500 shops, which is a 750% increase, while coffee consumption increased by how much? By 6%. So maybe Indians don't like coffee. Just putting it out. Now, Illy is a global luxury coffee brand representing 6 million coffee cups consumed per day and over $83 million in annual sales. Coffee consumption in the world, entire world, is increasing. And Illy hired us, Quadro, which is a consulting company known for developing algorithms that for the best expansion strategy.
So we looked at a wide variety of criteria in picking which market to expand it into. We were looking for coffee consumption, making sure there was a steady rise, as in not India. We were looking at urbanization rates, making sure there's a heavily urban country market, as we believe that the best way for us to increase profit and sales is through franchise. So we looked at places that had lots of environments that catered to new franchise locations and offered a good, healthy balance of foreign and locally owned franchises. And we were really looking for, instead of the expensive and risky venture of breaking into a new market, we were looking for a place where Illy already had a foothold that can be increased from there.
So if you look at market penetration by country, Illy actually performed best among all the markets that we looked at in the UK, whereas in Germany it was around 0.37% market share. And we think this is pretty important because the growth rate there was 65% for Illy last year, and we see significant potential in the German market. We therefore think Germany would be the ideal market for expansion. There's been significant growth in the market over the last few years for Illy, 63% tonnage growth and 43% sales growth. Ease of doing business ranking in Germany is pretty high at 19. Significant potential for partnering with the German Franchise Association, which would empower us in that market, and provides ability of a foothold to other European countries like the Netherlands, Belgium, and France.
All right, so we took one step further. We decided to back our decision with some data analysis, and here's where we came up. So what we did was we took our data provided in the case study, and we ranked them by each individual category that we just talked about. And we also assigned weights for all these categories that was mentioned before. And here's the ranking that we have. So Germany ranked 2.45. Remember, this is a ranking, so lower means better. So based on the stats that we have, Germany definitely one of the good places to launch Illy's expansion in the next few years.
The lowest number is basically the best opportunity.
It's like golf. That was good.
Regarding strategy, we focused on two different segments. The first segment was the regional segment, where we had to entry new markets or just continuing expanding in existing markets. Clearly, we have decided to go on with Germany because we think that our strategy today is a good one, since we have very good results and we're successful in this country. Moreover, we can also expand to surrounding countries such as France and Italy. So it's just an entry start, and then we'll be able to go further. Regarding the distribution segment, this time we decided to improve on two different ways. First, to be more impactful regarding the distribution, the supermarket distribution, and also as we think that people like having the brands they prefer in store in supermarkets and also in franchise stores. We have decided to strengthen the partnership with the German Franchise Association in order to compete, to have a complete range of products and different
wasn't deciding to go into Germany, we also wanted to look at some other countries and why we don't want to expand there. So first of all, Brazil, the barrier to entry is very high. It's very dominated by local business and local brand.
89% of franchises in Brazil are locally owned franchise companies.
Yeah, exactly. And then we look at China. Illy is known as like a transit coffee brand. So, but China, when people drink coffee, they like to eat it with food. So it's not very like transit friendly. So, and also there's already very high competition from other brands. And then we want to look at India. So unlike other groups that think entering into India is medium risk, high reward, we think it's very high risk, high reward. Maybe that's why there's no Starbucks in India right now. Because of the infrastructure and the bureaucracy and political system there. US is already very strong competition from other major players like Starbucks, like Cafe. And UK, there's already very high penetration of Illy's market there, so we're already good there. And in conclusion,
Deutschland loves Illy.